Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Leave me alone! And you hear the general consensus, Mr. Perry. That's how people feel about you. It is sexual harassment. It is sexual exploitation. We're deeply, deeply disappointed in you. I left. It has been 8 years, and you don't have control, sir. Guess what? You're told on and told on and told on and told on and told on because people feel like that about you, disgusted with you, disturbed by you, grossed out by you, like vomiting at you. You're crossing boundaries you have no business crossing. You have no control over yourself. You cannot be normal. You don't have the power to just keep up with the rest of us and be normal. This right here is social deviancy, and it's not just social deviancy, it's criminal social deviancy. And that is what Mr. Perry does to me all the time. He does it in different ways. He hires a guy named Pinto to come ask me for $5,000 with a night to be creeped out with him. And I said no. He hires a guy named Mickey James who tells me it might be worth the risk of suspicion like we saw on Gary Condit over the murder of Chandra Levy to kill me. He hires a guy named Terry Wagner to come give me jewelry, starve me to death, and hopefully I'll pawn it and get arrested for possession of stolen property. Only the property was not stolen, it was given to me, and it was given with the intent to frame me for something, because Mr. Perry likes false arrests. I guess it's an election year for him, and he wants another one, although he's been trying that for a long time. We control your leaks, Mr. Perry. We always have. The McNamara email was in 2015, sir. We control that. You have no control over it. I left. It has been 8 years. You've been asked and asked and asked and asked and asked to leave me the fuck alone. You're not entitled to a fucking thing. Get off your high horse. You are not even able to keep up with normal. You're by yourself. You're alone. You have nothing real. Nothing real. It is all in your head. That delusional affair of yours does not go past your forehead. It's not both ways. I don't feel that way about you. You make me want to hit you. I'm not going to go where you are and hit you. That doesn't mean I'm not so angry that if you came to me and in protection of myself, you're going to get hit. Don't come anywhere near me. There's not going to be a hug. There will never be a kiss. You'll get hit. And then I'm told to hold you down until the police arrive, that you might have a weapon on you, and I'm not to wait to see. Because of all the conversations we've recorded of you trying to kill me. Rebecca Schaefer was murdered because the guy got her address from DMV records. Did you know that? That's why we all have protected addresses. Because of creepy fuckers like this and you, who have no ability to go be normal and control themselves. The things that you do every day are not getting you what you want. What you're doing, Mr. Perry, isn't getting you what you want. It is not getting you a date. You don't have anything real. It did not give you a cover-up. It didn't give you a cover-up. Your crimes have never been more uncovered in your life. Use allegedly, apply the but-for standard and the reasonable person standard. And we assert all constitutional rights. You are not the victim of a crime. You're him. Rape culture. How many times have I said you make me feel raped? You're not getting what you want doing what you're doing. You're all by yourself. I left. It's been 8 years. We control your leaks, not you. You don't have that kind of power. We do. It has always been that way. McNamara email, sir, was in 2015. That information came from someone in Lubbock so disgusted and disturbed by what you were talking about doing to me that they ratted you out. You're not getting what you want doing what you're doing. You're not getting what you want, sir, doing what you're doing. You're very slow. You cannot keep up with normal. You're a social deviant. You're a social criminal deviant. You're a failure every day, all day long. And we're all very disappointed in you. Very, sir. Very, very, very disappointed in you. So you hire 5 guys, Mr. Roberson is one, to come bother me and bother me and bother me and bother me. And the night that I filed the police report, the incident that I filed, sir, customers complained it was bothering them. And they asked the waitress, are you going to wait until he blows her head off and then do something? He's making us uncomfortable. He's making us uncomfortable. We came in here to have a nice time, not be disturbed by this guy that's harassing this woman. We're sitting here watching it. You need to do something. That was the police report. Now you have a reporter demanding to see the video, Mr. Powell. You had the legal obligation to preserve it, and you did not, did you? It's been taped over, probably. You had the legal obligation to get my hair and blood tested and analyzed by a forensic scientist to determine what in the hell they were giving me to make me so sick, and then determine the how, what, when, how did it get in my system, and you did no such thing. Mr. Perry, we control your leaks. We always have. You are not getting what you want, doing what you're doing, are you? You're a social sexual deviant and a criminal one, allegedly. You failed again today. We're all so very disappointed in you. I left. That was 8 years ago. I moved twice to get away from you, Mr. Perry. I left.
Me, please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
I don't. Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No.
I'll leave you alone.
I don't care what you want. I'm going to force myself on you. Did he get what he wanted doing that? Acting like that? Mr. Perry, you're not getting what you want doing what you're doing. You're alone. I left. You're all by yourself. That ahead of fear of yours is all in your head. It's not real to me at all. You're no different than him. You're a failure, and we're all disappointed in you. Mr. Perry, you're a bizarre bore. You're a rejected fail. We're all very disappointed in your inability to be normal and to keep up with social norms. You're not. You're failing. We're deeply disappointed in you, and you are not getting what you want. Not by doing what you're doing. You're acting like him. Just because you do it by hiring somebody or hacking and bothering and bothering and bothering and peeping and rape. It is rape, sir. You're raping me. You will stop, or you be stopped. You are being stopped every time you're told on. Why don't things click for you? It's very irritating. You're not keeping up. You're a failure. You're a disappointment.